Hello, so it is the 9th of May and on the 28th of April I was supposed to be having an appointment with the Lifestyle Advisory for my weigh-in, but we've both been having colds, so it was pushed back, and hopefully with some luck it should be this Thursday. But I wanted to come on here before then just to talk about how I'm feeling and everything to do with the weight and healthy eating and all that. Because lately I've been feeling a little bit down and negative with it all. And I have tried to do this video before, so I am a little bit emotional. I'm trying not to get too emotional, but it's the way I am. I've always been a bit emotional, I guess. But yeah, I've just been feeling a little bit negative with it all. We've gotten some new scales, electronic ones this time, so it's easier for us to read what our weight is, whereas the old ones, you'd have to stand on them and try to work out where the pointer was. So this time it's so much easier to see what we weigh. But I do feel a lot more confident and comfortable getting weighed at the doctor's at this time, because there's someone who knows more about this sort of thing than what I do. If I've got any concerns or anything going through my head or any questions, I can talk to her about it and she can guide me as best as she can do. Whereas if I was doing it all on my own at home, I've only got YouTube and my blog to talk with, and I can't really get much feedback from that, so it's nice to have that interaction at times. The thing is, I've been finding that I've been stepping on the scales a lot more frequently, almost every day now, to see what my weight is. And it's starting to become a little bit of an issue for me, because when I do weigh myself and I notice that I have gained a little bit of weight for whatever reason, I start thinking about what it is that I need to cut down on, what may be causing the problem, but the thoughts turn a little bit more negative and darker, saying how I should be cutting a meal out or not eating, and it's getting to that sort of thoughts where I should not eat at all. And I do not want to think like that at all. I do not want to bring that into my healthy eating, and that's the whole point, being healthy. I do not want to bring something unhealthy into this. So I'm trying to catch on to it now and try to stop it while I can, like have control of it right now, if that makes sense. I've had trouble in the past with trying to eat. I've not had any eating disorders, but I've always felt that I've always had that sort of thought frame where I should be doing that. If I end up becoming bulimic or whatever, I will feel better for it and things like that, and I don't want to have those thoughts. I do not want to go down that road. Sorry. I'm just trying not to get too emotional. It just, I hate feeling like that, if that makes sense. But yeah, sorry. I'm just trying to stop it now before it changes into anything darker, really. But what I have started to do today to try and change it into something more positive is look at what I am eating and look at the ingredients and try to figure out what is healthy and what is not healthy in the ingredients. I've said before that I wanted to look at more of a diabetic diet, and sorry, I need a drink. I've said before that I wanted to do look into more of a diabetic diet, especially because I've got polycystic ovaries, which can cause weight gain as well. And I never really did that, so today I wanted to try and do a bit more research into that, and also look into sugars and all that, which ones to cut down on and things, because I've been hearing a lot about how sugar is unhealthy and all these sort of foods, and yeah, I wanted to try and do that. And for my birthday, one of my sisters gave me this, the Ultimate Polycystic Handbook: Lose Weight, Boost Fertility, Clear Skin and Restore Self-Esteem. And I have been going through it today and marking things in here, marking things in here that I feel are good for me to keep checkup on, and ideas for me to look at, and food ideas, and what to watch out for in ingredients and things like that. So far it seems like a really interesting book, and I do hope to go through it a lot more thoroughly and check it out a bit more to see how much it can help me. I'm also trying to change to more whole grain foods than having just white bread and white pasta and all that. I do love whole grain so much more than the white. I've just always found it much more tastier, so I'm trying to do that as well. I'm also trying to introduce more vegetables and fruit into my meals. For breakfast I try to have some porridge, and what I do as well, because the porridge is plain at the moment, because it is out of a sachet, which is bad, I know that, but I'm trying to go through the cupboards at the moment and go through cereals that we already have, so I can say that there's no more cereals in there and I can start afresh with hopefully making my own or things like that. But we just normally have plain porridge, and what I do is weigh out some fruit and mix it in there, and I feel like it makes it much more tastier, and I'm just enjoying it a lot more. I'm enjoying breakfast so much more now. It's the same with my me drinking water. I would never like to drink water. It would often make me feel sick, but I've started to infuse it with fruit and cucumber, and it tastes so much nicer for me, and I'm even drinking just plain water now. So I do think that it's helping me a lot, but I do need to try and drink a bit more than what I am currently. But I'm just pleased with myself that I am starting to like to drink water, which is always the problem for me. So yeah, I'm trying to introduce more fruit and veg and drink more water, and I guess the issue is trying to do the exercise and my portion size. With the exercise, it's tricky because I want to do more, but at the same time my conditions, the way my pain is at times, causes me to unable to move, and I'm not able to do as much exercise as I would like. So I've got to figure out a way that I can do that while not being in too much pain. I'm trying to see about at the swimming pool, and I've got to hear word back from them. I'm also trying to talk to somebody who does Pilates on a Friday morning as well. So I'm trying to get all these ideas together for me, and with the portion size, that is probably my main issue, is that, and also the sweets. Sweets, chocolate and desserts are my weakness. I could never give up chocolate. But I'm going to try and cut down on it. I'm looking at the back for the recommendations of how much you should have, and we've now got scales in our kitchen, so I'm weighing out my food as well, which I am finding to be a lot more helpful for me. But saying all these and doing all these, I feel at the same time it's not really helping me as much to lose the weight. And I don't know what it is. I don't know if it's just my body having one of those days. I know I have just stopped. Like, my period has just ended, and sorry if that is too much information, but I haven't had a period since November, so I am really pleased to know that it's still happening, sort of thing. So I don't know if my period has messed my weight around and all that. So yeah, I'm just trying to, even though I'm been thinking negatively, I'm trying to turn that around into something positive and something that I can actually work on, if that makes sense. But yeah, we'll have to see how the weighing happens, hopefully this Thursday, and hopefully I'll be able to do a video then. But yeah, I just wanted to talk about that, really. Yeah.